10, 11 and 12 December, the start of presidential elections. Tell me, who would you prefer to be competitor to President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi?
I always say that the election is over, is done, and President Sisi is the one who have the chance. If I look at them, the one whom I see is somehow representing the opposition would be Farid Zahran. Whether we like it or not, I mean, he's someone speaking our language as an opposition, and he also belonged to this democratic civic movement, which is the symbol of the opposition in Egypt. And his, let's say, statements, most of his engagement, he was speaking for the people, you know. So if I will go and vote, definitely I will vote for Farid Zahran. But the most important is the flow of water coming from Ethiopia should not be stopped or controlled by the Ethiopians. Something has to be done. We have actually experts. We have high qualified experts when it comes to water. They are the one whom they should speak and say what is needed to be done. But we as politicians, we believe that this is serious, and if people in the Delta or in Upper Egypt cannot find water for irrigation for their agriculture land, or we cannot find enough water for drinking water, then it will be big problem for Egypt.
What's a kind of positive news?
Means that there is opportunities for employment, investment. There is also prices can be controlled. They would like to see results out of all this economic reforms, out of this agreement we have with the IMF, something which they could enjoy, something they could feel that the government care about its own people. Political space is open. People can practice their rights, can see active political parties, free media where everyone can express his views. They can see also that there is some releases of those who are detained in prisons, young or old, or youth or girls. They would like to see that there is some tolerance from the government to help people to enjoy their life. I follow more, the international media. Although I read newspaper, Shuruq, Masri Al-Yom, Al-Ahram, those are my three favorites. Sometimes I watch Ibrahim Isa, Qahira wal Nas. I watch Lamis Al-Hadidi, Amr Adib, and also BBC Arabic. Sometimes they run a very good talk show.
But what's the best one for you?
Well, the best one would be Ibrahim Isa.
What is your opinion of popular initiatives to cut off companies that support Israel?
I'm not against having this kind of boycotting if it helps, but if it will actually make impact on Egyptians, workers, laborers, then we should be careful, because after all, those people, actually they were very supportive to the Palestinian people, trying to help them by sending some assistance, and so it's a little bit complicated situation. But if this is something would help, will make a difference, then I am for it. And we have seen the big shift happened in the media, Western media, and also the people. Forget about the government, European government or the Americans, but the people themselves. We see now demonstrations happening supporting Palestinians in UK, in France, Germany, Spain, even in the United States. They are all against this Israeli aggression against the civilians in Gaza. All Arab countries, all government in the Arab world, no one is happy with what is happening. So everyone is doing his best to his interest. Also, I mean, he cannot. So I'm sure that they are all trying, but it's a very complicated situation. In my opinion, what happened is starting in the 7th of October, bring back again the Palestinian issue on the table again, and now there is a very high attention to this problem, and time have come that we have to find a solution, hopefully, for everyone. I think Egypt is taking a very clear position, and speaking as a politician, as an opposition, we are actually supporting President Sisi in his position regarding what is happening. He is clear that he respects or committed to our agreements, our peace agreement and so on, and also he is committed that he will try his best to help the Palestinians by giving them humanitarian help, support, food, water, fuel and medicine, all medical support, and that he will not accept to have Palestinians moved from Gaza to Sinai. This is a position which we all respect and we support. Following and watching what is happening in the streets of America, in the Congress, in the media, I think they realize that they should stop this blind support to Israel, and time have come that they have to speak for peace. I would say Farid, who is a close friend, I know that you are sincere, that you are trying to open up the political space and trying also to have the economic and social reforms happening in Egypt. It's a chance. I know that your chances being a president is almost nil, zero, but at least try to create a debate, try to make sure that your messages are everywhere, starting from the president, the government, and all other institutions. Try to make it clear that time have come, that we need to see change happening in the policies, change happening in the way which the government take decisions. We would like to see a more active parliament. We would like to see more active institutions. I think if he managed to do this, then this is enough.